Thinking about moving to Miami, but you're unsure about which neighborhood is right for you? Well, in this video, I'm gonna break down the 6 must-know neighborhoods right here in Miami. Everything from the fast-paced downtown Miami all the way to iconic South Beach. Plus, I'm gonna share some key insights that you won't hear anywhere else to help you decide where you want to live. If you haven't already, make sure to watch the part 1 of this video where I break down the other 6 neighborhoods that you also want to know about. I'm going to be telling you what makes each neighborhood unique and worth considering, the key insights on proximity, amenities, and lifestyle for each. And if you're interested in a home that's just 15 minutes at most away from all of these attractions and more, check out the video on my new listing right here in the city of Miami. Hi, I'm Hugo, your trusted Miami real estate expert, and I was born and raised right here in Miami. And I've lived in every neighborhood from downtown to the Grove. And I know this city like the back of my hand. So whether you're relocating or you're just upgrading your lifestyle, I'm happy to guide you. And if you're thinking of buying or selling, book a consultation with me using the link in the description below. Now let's get started. We're gonna kick it off with downtown Miami. A lot has been happening in downtown as of late. From the Flagler District being redeveloped by Moish Manan, creating a live, work, and play destination, something that downtown has long needed. You've got Julia and Henry's Food Hall, which is a must visit for incredible culinary options. The Miami Worldcenter rivals Brickell City Center with its size and a brand new Apple store touted as being their most sustainable store ever, using universal design principles. You've got Zaha Hadid's 1000 Museum, which in my opinion has to be Miami's most stunning building, and the first residential tower with a helipad. We now have a second one, which is also in downtown Miami, and that is the Aston Martin Residences, another beautiful building as well. One of the great things about downtown Miami is its affordability. Compared to Brickell, downtown gives you a lot more affordable housing options, although prices will vary depending on the building and, of course, the level of luxury within that building. And just to the north of that, you've got Edgewater. I don't know if you remember that I mentioned earlier an area that you'll want to keep in mind. This is it. It's just north of downtown and it's connected via the Metro Mover and Metro Rail. It's slightly even more affordable than downtown, and it's just 2 steps away from Brickell in terms of price. The great thing about Edgewater is that it is right on the water, of course, but more so, it's got Margaret Pace Park, which is a waterside park that has so many things in such a small space. It's actually quite amazing. Beach volleyball courts, a dog park for large dogs, a dog park for small dogs, children's playground. It's got it all. You can even rent kayaks and stand-up paddle boards right in the park. Another thing that's really special about Edgewater is its walkability. If you're right in one of the buildings across the street from Margaret Pace Park, you've got Publix, which is a great grocery store just right across the street. If you do make it out to Edgewater, I highly recommend that you stop into Paolo Fontanaz's Italian Bakery, and that's located right behind the Aria building, or actually I should say in their commercial spaces right in the rear of it. Fantastic Italian bakery. Their pistachio croissants are incredible. The next neighborhood I want to talk about is Midtown, and this is located between Edgewater and Wynwood, right in the middle of town. So quite a fitting name. The great thing about Midtown is that it's also incredibly walkable. It features a Trader Joe's, a Target, and it makes it very, very convenient. You've got a UFC gym, Anatomy Fitness is there, quite a few restaurants, and there's a large open green space right in the middle of it. That is a private lot. It will not stay that way, but for the moment, it is a wonderful thing to be able to walk around and have that green space for the moment. And there are some really exciting new developments that are underway. If that's something you'd be interested in, some of these newer projects, use the link in the description and I'd be happy to discuss that with you. Now, another great thing about being in Midtown is that it's very walkable to either the Miami Design District or Wynwood. Both are very, very close, and so it is very easy. Now, the drawback to being in Midtown versus, say, Edgewater is that it does not have a train stop at the moment. And while it's not yet connected to the Metro Rail, planned extensions will soon add tremendous value to this area. So this is quite an opportunity. And next on the list is Wynwood. This is Once an industrial and artistic hub, Wynwood has transformed into a hotbed of redevelopment and innovation. It's also some of the highest price per square foot commercial and office space in Miami, now home to tech, marketing, and advertising firms, and even Jeff Bezos, who has taken 60 to 80,000 square feet of office space at the Wynwood Plaza. So a lot of job opportunities opening up here in Wynwood. And if you contact me, I'll tell you about a new up-and-coming nearby neighborhood that is absolutely poised for redevelopment and massive growth. Next up is the Miami Design District, and this is literally just north of Midtown. In fact, just go right under the underpass and you've got these very interesting colored lights, parking on both sides, and now you are in the Miami Design District. And this is a hub for very high-end fashion and luxury brands. You've got Louis Vuitton, you've got Rolex, you've got Prada, Valentino, you've got it all. It's a top spot for fine dining, art galleries, and luxury furnishings. Events here are frequent, and the energy spills into the nearby Buena Vista neighborhood, which is a beautiful, historic, charming little neighborhood just outside of the Design District there. And it can't be a Miami neighborhood discussion without talking about the iconic South Beach. Everyone in the world knows about South Beach. When LeBron said he was taking his talents to South Beach, what he really meant was Miami. South Beach is just a tiny little place within Miami. This is an internationally recognized and must-see for every visitor here to Miami. The highlights here would include Lincoln Road, the South of 5th neighborhood, which happens to be my personal favorite, and the South Point Park and Pier. From there you have views of Fisher Island, which is one of the wealthiest neighborhoods right here in the US, and you can only get there by ferry or boat or helicopter. Very rich and interesting story behind that little island, but that's for a later video. South Beach is its own little world, and it stretches all the way from 1st Street up to 23rd Street. And the beaches here are, in my opinion, the most stunning beaches in all of Miami. I would say that it is Caribbean-like water clarity and visibility. On a good day, you can easily see 50 feet underwater. It's about as close to being in the Caribbean as you can be without actually being there. From urban hubs like downtown and Edgewater to the glamour of South Beach, Miami has a neighborhood for every lifestyle. And if you're ready to find yours, book a consultation using the link in the description below. And don't forget to check out part 1 of this series so you can learn about Coconut Grove, Coral Gables, and more. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Miami real estate insights. So let me know in the comments, what's your favorite neighborhood in Miami?